Have you ever wondered what blue tastes like? For most of us, this question makes no sense. Colors are seen, tastes are tasted, sounds are heard. But for some people, this question is very real. Some people can literally taste colors. Others may see colors when they hear music. Some see numbers as having personalities. Some feel shapes when they hear words. This strange and fascinating condition is called synesthesia. Synesthesia is not a disease. It is not a disorder. It is simply a different way the brain works. Today, we will understand what synesthesia really is, why it happens, and what it tells us about the human brain. Let us start with a simple idea. Normally, our senses work separately. Eyes see, ears hear, tongue tastes, skin feels, nose smells. Each sense has its own pathway in the brain. But in synesthesia, these pathways mix. When one sense is activated, another sense is also activated automatically. This happens without effort. The person does not imagine it. The brain truly experiences it. For example, a person may see the color red whenever they taste something sweet. Another person may taste chocolate whenever they see the color brown. This experience is always consistent. Red will always taste the same. Music will always produce the same colors. This consistency is one reason scientists know synesthesia is real. Now, let's understand how common this is. Synesthesia is rare, but not extremely rare. About 1 to 4% of people have some form of synesthesia. Many people do not even realize they have it. They think everyone experiences the world the same way. Only later do they discover that their brain is unique. Now, let us understand how this happens inside the brain. When we are born, our brains are very flexible. In babies, different sensory areas are strongly connected. As we grow up, the brain slowly separates these pathways. This process helps us focus and survive. But in some people, these connections are not fully separated. So signals from one sensory area can travel to another sensory area. This creates mixed sensory experiences. Scientists believe synesthesia is related to brain wiring, not imagination. Brain scans show that synesthetic brains have more connections between sensory regions. This is why synesthesia feels automatic and real. Now let us talk about tasting colors specifically. This type of synesthesia is called lexical gustatory synesthesia. In this condition, words, letters, or colors create taste sensations. A person may taste lemon when they hear a certain word. Another may taste milk when they see a specific color. The taste is not in the mouth. It is in the brain, but the brain processes it as if it were real taste. The person knows there is no food, but the taste sensation still occurs. This is very important. Synesthetic people know the experience is unusual. They do not lose touch with reality. This proves synesthesia is not hallucination. Now, let us clear a big misconception. Synesthesia is not a mental illness. People with synesthesia are completely normal. In fact, many are highly creative. Artists, musicians, writers, and scientists are more likely to have synesthesia. This is because their brains naturally connect ideas. Many famous people are believed to have had synesthesia. They use these experiences to create unique art and music. For them, colors had sounds, sounds had shapes, numbers had emotions. Now you may wonder, is synesthesia genetic? The answer is yes, partially. Synesthesia often runs in families. If one family member has it, others may have it too, but the exact type may differ. One person may taste colors. Another may see colors in music. This suggests genes play a role, but environment also matters. Now let us talk about learning and memory. People with synesthesia often have strong memory because information is stored using multiple senses. it becomes easier to remember. For example, a number may have a color and a taste. This creates multiple memory links. This is why some synesthetic people are very good at math, language, or music, but synesthesia is not always helpful. Sometimes it can be distracting. Too many sensations at once can cause sensory overload, but most people adapt very well. Now let us ask an interesting question. Can synesthesia be learned? True synesthesia cannot be fully learned, but the brain can be trained to form associations. Some experiments show that people can temporarily experience synesthesia-like effects. However, these are not automatic or permanent. True synesthesia starts early in life and remains stable. Now, let us understand what synesthesia teaches us. It shows us that the brain does not see the world as it is. The brain creates reality. Color, taste, sound, and touch are all brain interpretations. Synesthesia reminds us that perception is flexible. Different brains can experience the same world in very different ways. This also helps scientists understand how consciousness works. By studying synesthesia, scientists learn how senses combine to create experience. Now, let us think about you. You may not taste colors, but you may feel music emotionally. You may associate smells with memories. You may feel calm with certain colors. This means all brains mix senses slightly. Synesthesia is simply a stronger version of something we all have. So next time you see color, remember this. For some people, that color may have a taste, and that taste is real to them. The human brain is not a machine. It is a storyteller, and synesthesia is one of its most beautiful stories.